Oh, Wednesdays, who doesn't love them? That was an accident. Oh, I'm hearing myself. Where am I hearing myself? I love this. Is it on Facebook? Oh, now I'm hearing myself. Is it on my phone? No. Oh, wait a minute. I think Now, welcome to the Bob Doyle Show. All right, we've already got some people out in the audience. We got Leanne saying woo, as you can see. Vicky acknowledging the fact that I am in fact back. Kathy saying good morning, and some of these other comments that were here previously when we did the preview on Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you wherever it is you're watching from, be it YouTube, like these fine people here, as denoted by, well, you saw the red icon with a white arrow, or be it Facebook, which is of course denoted by a blue F, but they're not on the screen right now, so no one's watching. If you're watching on Facebook right now, let us hear from you, ladies and gentlemen. We want to hear from you. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to this incredible broadcast called The Bob Doyle Show over on YouTube, you're going to want to click subscribe right now and click that bell so you're notified each and every time we schedule, each time we go to the restroom. Sorry about that. It's just it's a setting I can't turn off. And how often we drink coffee. Now, right now, you might be saying, sounds like you've had a good bit this morning. You know what? That's fair. I have had 2 cups. But this is just unbridled enthusiasm for what we're doing here today, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? We're going through the junk drawer. And I'm going to turn up this microphone just a skosh. Lisbeth is saying hello. Now, we've already established that Lisbeth cannot watch the entire show because she is at an amusement park in her country, and therefore is reprioritizing her day, so that in fact the Bob Doyle Show will not be the priority, but in fact family, I guess, and other obligations will win. So be it. Oh, but look what she did. She did demonstrate what it's like to comment from Facebook. That's what she was doing. She was responding to my request. Thank you, Lisbeth. I appreciate it, and sorry that I didn't acknowledge it sooner. Loretta has also joined us, and if you don't believe me, just read for yourself. You may have seen it when I didn't, because I was too busy focusing on Lisbeth's comment from Facebook. So, who am I? Well, luckily I have this graphic to tell you that my name is Bob Doyle. Also, this right here says it. Oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have my little logo floating in the corner. Now, here's why. Where is it? There it is. See how it faded right up there? Awesome. Yeah, so I'm in a whole new room. Now, it looks the same. Well, I don't need this anymore. It looks the same for the most part, right? I mean, you know, there's the desert with the clouds. Weather never changes, apparently, here. And then the Bob Doyle. It's just basically the same, except we've got this going on. I'm sitting on a purple couch, and I'm in a completely different room with, well, a lot of the same equipment, but not all of it. You see, so we're trying new things. We're trying new things because that's what we do on the Bob Doyle Show. We've always done it, always will do it, and you can't stop us. Let's see what the folks at home are saying. Rockin' Raven, back in the fold. Thank you for being here. Do you have our junk drawer? So here's what we're doing today, folks. We're going to set it up right at the top because we don't have a special guest. The guest is whatever's in your junk drawer. Sure. We'll go with that. Even though we're not going to be having a conversation with what's in your junk drawer. Although we could. All right, here's a fun game. We're going to go through our junk drawers together. All right, I'm going to go through mine, which is sitting right here. You're going to go through yours, and if you haven't gotten it already, you can go get it. Or you can walk on over to where it is if it's too big or attached to something you cannot detach. But we're going to go through the junk drawers, and we're going to try and make it interesting. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to have to share some kind of information about what we're finding that may or may not be engaging. But you could also just make it up. Now, of course, that's what I'm probably going to do. Not all the time. But the point is, you don't have the platform to just do what I'm doing, right? You don't have a camera that you can turn on and go, I'd like to say something here. No, you're going to have to sum up what's in your junk drawer in just a sentence. So what we're looking for is things that are interesting that you might be able to say a 5 or 6 word thing about. like, I'm trying to think of something, like smashed penny, right? You find a smashed penny in your junk drawer, and you can say Tweety Railroad 1971. It's followed me around since I was a kid for whatever reason. I keep carrying that smashed penny with me wherever I go. Don't want to throw it away because, I was with my grandparents and it was a fun day. And then is there some conversation around it might be worth something? I know that people do keep things that for that reason sometimes. They let little trinkets follow them around because they think one day this might be worth something. So here's another addendum to the game. As you find things in your I was going to say your sock drawer, which by the way would be 100% easier to say than junk drawer. But we're not going through your sock drawer because guess what we'd find? Socks and some folded up money for some reason. Anyway, so yeah, this will make me money, so I'll sell it one day on eBay or whatnot. Or it has some sentimental value, or go, well, I might need it one day, and now I know where it is. How many things do you keep in your junk drawer because you quote unquote know it will be there? That oversized kind of rubbery, it's got a rubber casing, a paper clip that's a little bit too big, and it's red, and it has like pink candy cane stripes around it. You could throw it away because you haven't used it in freaking 9 years since it came like on a gift bag or something. But you think, well, I could use this for a gift bag. I'll just keep it in this drawer, and then I'll know. And so you see it every freaking day. And it becomes almost invisible to you until an exercise like today, when we're going to go through the junk drawer and we're going to say, do I really need to keep this in my junk drawer? We're not going to Marie Kondo it. I mean, if it brings you joy, great. You don't have to. That doesn't have to be the criteria. Okay, so now Terry is already pointing out the inevitable drunk drawer thing that's going to happen today, because I have learned now from broadcasting about this a couple of times that saying junk drawer over and over it might get easier. Maybe, who knows, with practice. I feel like I'm doing better this broadcast than I have in the past too. But it's very easy when you're talking about a junk. You think I'm faking, and I'm not. I don't operate that way. That's not my thing. When I see people do that, like they fake, they pretend like they messed up to seem real and endearing or whatever, it's so freaking transparent, and it bothers me. And I'm like, then everything else they have to say, I can't believe anymore, because they're doing an act. Am I learning something, or is this theater? What's happening here? I'm going to take that standing ovation to mean that you are on board with exactly what I'm saying, and you always will be. Maybe the "and you always will be" is questionable. JD, Rock and Raymond is saying, perhaps I just say going through your JD. We're going through the JD today. I kind of like it, I got to say. And it would definitely, it's easier to say JD. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna check out our JD. Yes. All right, Lisbeth cannot hear because the people in the park are being rude and not considerate at all that she's trying to do something here. Watch the Bob Doyle show, going through the old JD together. Right? So, I'm sorry for all those people. I'm embarrassed for your country. All right, what was I saying? Something about a JD. Right? So we're going to go... Are we clear? You got your JD, and I don't remember where I was going with that. There is one thing I want to say before we get into this. You know how I like to just draw things out, right? Because we've got, in theory, an hour. Now, if I'm done and early, I'm not going to... Who knows what I'll do? I'm unpredictable. But this isn't the first junk drawer that I'm going through this week. I was changing out a filing cabinet. I had a filing cabinet. This is really interesting. I hope he tells this story. This filing cabinet that, I've had it's one of these that you move around. But, it's just one of those you get because you think, I know it's inexpensive, but it'll suit the purposes. And then that cardboard bottom starts to pop out of the little lame ridges that hold it in place because you put too much stuff in the drawer, and then before you know it, it's just useless. Do you know what I'm saying? Well, I have that. And then if it's laminate, hey, look, sometimes you just do what you got to do. If it's laminate and then the laminate starts peeling down at the bottom or something, and so now it doesn't look like wood anymore. It looks like the shiny stuff is... You know what I'm talking about. One of those. Where both drawers were completely collapsed and you couldn't even open them. So anyway. So I replaced that with a whole proper metal filing cabinet. See, I'm a grown-up. But those two things were both drunk drawers. They were both JDs of note. And so I went through a bunch of stuff. And I found the box for my Apple Pencil. Now, those of you... Now, I've never bought an Android product, so I don't know how they package them. But Apple famously packages their stuff in these really slick boxes that feel satiny and just, ooh, it's just the unboxing experience all laid out just nice. And it's just, oh, right? That's why, that just added $200 to the price of your phone, by the way. But hey, but the thing is, then you're like, do I throw this away? It's too nice. It feels like you paid for it, and you did. So it feels like you're throwing money away. And you're like, well, maybe I'll need it? Why do I need the box for my iPhone or my Apple Pencil? But I kept them. I used to have a stack of like 3 iPhone boxes. Empty. Maybe the instructions inside. You know have you ever opened up one of those boxes and found a headset? It's like, oh, I forgot I had this. I never took it out when I got the iPhone 6, and now I've got a brand new headset. Right? How many times did that happen? Has it happened to you? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. We're going to your questions. We don't have enough. We can't. No one's commenting. You're awestruck. You're getting your junk drawers. You're getting your JDs all lined up, right? Anyway, I think I got off topic. Hardly ever happens here on the Bob Doyle Show. I need to... Okay. So, again, we're going to start going through these. And just, if you find something interesting, just type in the comments wherever you are what the thing is, and then a line about it. Don't knock yourself out trying to be the most creative. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the part 2. Now, this is for those who are willing, and I'll have to remind you of this, of course, if I remember, because that's... this was brought up yesterday, or whenever I did that thing, talking about this. I'd love it if you guys could send pictures of your junk drawer as a part of the show, in the comments. But you can't, because Facebook doesn't let you do that until after the show's over, and then you can comment with images. So if you were willing to take a picture of your junk drawer, I know there might be some personal things in there, I get it. Or maybe that favorite item or the item that you want to, with the story. Look, I'm not trying to get up all in your business. It's just for fun. It's for fun. What? Is that offensive to someone? Probably. Emily, see, she agrees that finding headphones is the best. So I'm not the first person that this has happened to, I'm sure. Right? Rock and Raven posted it on the preview. I don't know exactly what she's talking about. Oh, yeah. About the taking pictures? See, I can't remember. Anyway, so wouldn't that be fun? So I'll be so sad. Now you can't, obviously, that word was supposed to be obviously. You can't obviously post any kind of image comments on YouTube. The limitation of the platform, not set up for it. So that's a Facebook thing. If you're watching on YouTube, you might be saying, what do you mean Facebook? What is that even? Well, it's a social network. We really can't get into the ins and outs of it right now, but it is another place where this show is being broadcast even as we speak. And if you were to go to Facebook right now and do a search at the top of the thing and say Bob Doyle Show, you'd see original Bob Doyle Show would pop up. The Bob Doyle Show would pop up. You go there, guess what? You see this. Once you scroll down through about 1 million things that Facebook thinks is more important than the actual content you want featured. Look, here they are. They're giving me this nice free platform to broadcast this on, and I'm dissing it? Come on, I'd like to apologize. So, I see. Rock and Raven already posted a picture of her junk drawer, but that was on the preview broadcast and not this actual broadcast. So, how did I miss that? I don't know. Emily found an old iPod. All right, so she's already going through the junk drawer, maybe. All right, so here's mine. See, now we got a lot there. Let's see how much we can get through. Together, you and I. So now here's the thing. I have a bag of rubber bands. Oh, wait. And there's this. So we need to explain what this is, obviously. Well, it currently, one of the things it is stuck to the bag. See what it's not going to come off. It is one of, I'm going to have to cheat a guess. Cheetah. I'm going to have to cheat a guess. That means guess real fast. It's one of these. Now, does anybody know what these are? Now, you might think that they're face markers for VR, right? And we put these trackers on our body, right? And then I can't believe I'm doing this. Yes, I can. And then the VR knows how to track you. See, I'd love to say that, and this one right here that's stuck to this bag, it goes over your heart chakra and reads your feelings. And that's how VR works. Actually, that's not what these are. See, this is like Liar's Club. Remember that show? Larry Hovis, Sergeant Carter on Hogan's Heroes. Are you with me? Any pop culture people it was a long time ago. All right, so Terry got it right, ladies and gentlemen. LOL. She had to LOL first, but she did let us know that they look like the little things you put on the bottom of things you don't want to scratch surfaces, which exactly, ow. Okay, these are a little stickier than I thought. But if I was being tracked, what if they are? What if these are actually like the government made these? They sell them for 79 cents to throw it off, but there's actually millions of dollars of technology in each one of these things, and they are in fact tracking you. They want to know where your furniture is. Or, you know why I got this? I'll tell you why. Because you know those door stops that, like the door into my house from my garage, it has a little doorstop thing that is supposed to, when it goes down on the ground, stop the door from closing so that you can, unload freaking groceries. I frequent the grocery store. It's where I get my food. And but it doesn't work, see? It's too slick. It's the rubber thing on the bottom of it doesn't have the grab. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a long-ass show. It doesn't have the grab, and it still just slides the door. But it's also annoying because the little thing that's supposed to be grabbing the floor stops at the edge of the door, and so the door is left ajar about 1.5 inches, you see. Or 2. It doesn't really matter. It's just left open. So anyway, it just annoys me. So I bought these, hoping that maybe because they're new. But no. It does exactly what Terry said they did. I had to, there's so many people to keep up with here. We got Rock and Raven, we got Leanne, we got Emily, we got Maya has now joined us, and we got the hearts and the thumbs up. All right, so anyway, this didn't work. So why do I still have these? Well, this is the mentality of the junk drawer, right? I have things that touch floors, and maybe one day I'll need to protect the floor. So I'll just keep these. Meanwhile, the government is tracking them, going, oh no, they just put them in the junk drawer. Boring. Aha, government, you didn't think that one through. Millions of dollars on this technology, and most of it sits in a junk drawer. You'll never track, but they will be able to track these rubber bands because I can't get this off. Now, this is a lot of rubber bands, and we're going to be running into a lot of these guys as we go through the junk drawer, because you know how you do this, and then you get a rubber band or whatever. Maybe it's a paperclip in your world. It doesn't matter. It's a bag of things. And you get one, and you pull it out, and then one falls out, and then you do it again, and another one falls out. And before you know it, you got a bunch of freaking rubber bands of all shapes and sizes in the bottom of your junk drawer, or paper clips, or whatever it is that's your thing. Rubber bands, clearly mine. Are we together? We are. So this has turned into Love Shack now. We've got hearts and X's and O's and stuff like that. So it is the Love Shack portion. So if you're with somebody, give them a hug and a squeeze right now. And if it's that special someone, maybe a little bit more. Hey, it's not that kind of show. Let's get on back with the JD. All right, so this, I'm just pulling at random now. Oh, this has something stuck to it. Do you know what this is? Now, it's, first of all, you can see that it's obviously got a green lining because it's doing magic tricks on my face. This is the outfit for the little, he's not in here, but the little singing guy that I have that goes, when you squeeze it goes, ah, 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 right? The sing-alongs. That's what this is. Now, here's the thing. This is in my kitchen. The JD. It's in my, so Derek can never find a rubber band. I got a couple of them over here. This is in my kitchen. That is in my, the sing-along is actually in my studio A. We're broadcasting from Studio L today. Does that mean I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, 12 studios? Who knows? I'll never tell. But I think my poker face sucks. So, of course, I do have 12. All right, now this is a furniture repair marker. Oh, my God. This is classic junk drawer stuff. Did I say drunk? Okay, take a sip. Ava has deemed me king. King of what? Doesn't matter. I'm on my purple throne, and if I had a throne, it would be no other color than this. So a furniture repair marker, you know. You got those brown, it's for all brown furniture, for all your brown furniture needs. You got something on Facebook Marketplace. They said like new. You come home, they lied. It's totally not like new. It's like a couple of years old and obviously been moved around a good bit. So you get the furniture repair marker and you go, thinking magic's going to happen. You go, no, dark brown is dark brown. That's light brown. Now I really screwed it up. But you never know when you're going to get the right color furniture. So you hang on to this. Now, I'm going to say that there's a 70% chance, depending how old your junk drawer is, that it's dried out. And nothing. So you might check that. This one, I think, still good. Yep. Trust me. Now, I don't know. So I'm putting everything over. I didn't think this part through. If I'm going to go through the junk drawer, where am I going to put all the junk? Just in a big freaking pile beside me? Yes is the answer to that question. So there'll be some cleanup. Luckily, we've got a whole staff just to pick up after me. All right. Whoa. Okay, that was an inadvertent laugh. So that means it was divine and meant to be. Now, here we have the obligatory open box of batteries. AAA, of course, but you'll see that the government has cleverly put another one of their trackers on my batteries. So they want to know where I'm recharging things. My God, there's one on the back too. They don't want to just know when I'm recharging things or where. They want to know when I'm opening the flap. This is crazy, right? All right. So, and again, just like the rubber bands, we're no doubt going to find a couple of these batteries. And it's one of the situations you go, is this a good battery? Or is this dead? God, I wish I had a battery charger. Got to get one next time I go to fill in the blank with your local hardware store. And of course you don't remember that because you're not putting it on a list. You should put it on a list right now. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now because this happens to me constantly. Drawers and batteries. I mean, everything runs on AAA and AA batteries. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? So of course you got them all over the house and you got this. Are you feeling me, ladies and gentlemen? So the little singing guy is running around naked. Huh? The little singing guy is running around naked. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Doesn't matter. Let's move on. Well, this is a good one too. Guess what? Now, if you had to guess, now this is a phone charger for an iPhone. If you had to guess, does this work? Yes, no, or I'm not 100% sure. Now, I can guarantee with some certainty you've got I'm not 100% sure going. Otherwise, now you could be psycho like me. I'm actually sure this doesn't work. But I kept it anyway. That's junk drawer stuff. That's classic junk drawer mentality. Well, I might need to, tie something to my truck that I don't have. But man, see this, I could pull a train with this thing. I can't charge a freaking phone because it lasts about a week. And then I get the whole, this accessory not supported by your... You know what I'm talking about, iOSers? You do know what I'm talking about. We've got some LOLing coming from the group. That's the one thing about that's the one thing about watching over here on YouTube, which I guess is what most people are doing. You can't shower me. You can't shower me with praises. By the way, subscribe and freaking click the bell. You know, for all the reasons. Let's move. Let's move on. Junk drawer mentality is you're going to see a lot of it today. I really feel like we're gonna. You know what I feel? I wish I had like some sentimental music right now because I feel like we're about to have a moment. Because as I said, couldn't help but notice a lighter brown furniture repair marker. Whoa. Right? And I'm pretty sure, yes, it works. See, you feel closer to me right now, don't you? Of course you do. That's what this is about. Purple couch, leaning in, it's intimacy. This is what makes it special, by the way. And I was saying the other day that what could be more intimate than a junk drawer? All right? The thought process that goes into deciding whether something can tell you a ton about a person. And we were speculating on the forensic science of this. Like, you get a monk-type person to open up a junk drawer and go, I can tell you every single thing about this person. This dime has this on it, this blah, 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 and this blah, and this is a receipt for that, and blah, 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 and he keeps rubber bands and he doesn't put them in the junk drawer. That tells me he's late. He's got a certain amount of laziness. See what I'm saying? But then we were speculating, well, like, how much accumulation would you need for absolute accuracy? And then, of course, there's different skill levels of these people. Now, I don't know what we call them. The drawer whisperers, no. But that's the idea. You know, like, they can just, like, it's like, this is like Minority Report stuff, guys. They look at this and they're going to know, English not today. They know if you're going to commit a crime. That's right. Got to have all the colors of the furniture just in case. Well, I have no red furniture. Is that true? I think it is true. All right, let's move on because we are at 30 minutes and I have pulled out 4 things, so we got to speed this along. Right? Post-it notes. Now, here's the thing about these. They get pushed all the way to the back of the drawer. So when I'm looking for stuff and I open the drawer, I don't even see them. And so I end up pulling an envelope out of the garbage can because I need a piece of paper. But this is what I got this for. Oh, look, you can see through it because it's got some greenness. So this is like magic. This is magic. This should be, I should be on the news. I have magic, look. It helps you see into my thoughts. I'm thinking Bob Doyle show. So this is mind reading paper. This should totally not be at the back of the drawer. It should be like, I gotta call somebody. I think I got my next $1 million idea. All right. Here are these my current sunglasses? How do they end up at the back of the drawer? Anyway, I go through sunglasses like crazy. So they're not really, so this is the thing about the junk drawer. It's also utilitarian. You know, you got the stuff up front that stays up front because you're cycling through it every day. It doesn't normally get pushed to the back. That's why I'm mystified about this. I'm really mystified about this. Okay, I don't understand. All right, but anyway, so you got your sunglasses, right? And now, highly likely, in my case, in fact, I'm shocked that I don't see them. In my case, I would have the sunglasses with one of the lenses popped out. But the lens... Now, better yet, this is how it is. This is the configuration. Tell me if you're with me. Sunglasses, one lens popped out. Both those things in a Ziploc bag, because you're going to get to it. You're fixing this. I'll take it down to the sunglass repair. Next time I go to Walmart, I'm going to go in with my little Ziploc bag and say, could you fix this? And 5 years later, now they're out of style. You don't care anymore, but they're still in there, because what if I need to really see something even out of just one eye? No, that's sunglasses. It doesn't matter. It works with regular glasses too. Right? So now Terry's saying that those sunglasses make me look like Neo. I don't think so. His are thinner. Although I guess there's a certain matrixness about them. I need to stop what? Glue on your face is not good for your pores. All right, so I'm way behind, or this Rockin' Raven's on a 20-minute delay, and she's with us where she's watching the part where we were putting these things on her. I'm kidding. Or maybe, no, I put that, she's talking about the sticky notes, right? So that's right. I've put 2 different kinds of adhesive on my face today. Government spy adhesive. Oh, man. I need somebody to go through my content before I go live. Look, if I don't show up next week, you'll know why. All right, let's move on. Of course, a screwdriver, an adjustable one. Now, if you still got just like a flathead screwdriver in your junk drawer, seriously, this is the 21st century. What are you doing? How often do you use a flathead screwdriver anyway? You think it's going to help you with something around there, like when the knobs of the junk drawer come off. No, you need a Phillips head. Get one. Here's a great checkbooks, right? In various degrees of filled or not, right? How many empty checkbooks with all the carbon copy that, yeah, I'll just keep it here in the junk drawer, but I know where it is. This is typical thinking. This is what I should be doing. I should be asking, when I pull these things out, how many of you have that too? All right, moving right along. This is good. Am I really going to finish this? I have no idea. Eyeglass lens cleaner, right? Let's apply some now. What if I did that? Would that be silly? Because you know what? I had this cloth that I started to show you earlier, but we got distracted with the sing-along. So this is some sort of cleaning cloth, right? It's you can feel it. Soft, right? So it's probably not for glass, but it probably works for glass. So I could, you know what I'm saying? But this, again, classic, and I'll bet you dollars to donuts that I've got at least one other glass cleaning cloth. You know, it comes with the thing. You get glasses, whatever, you open up the little case, and there's a thing, and you put it in the junk drawer because you know where it'll be. Let's move on. Dollar store utility knife. Now, I say dollar store because there's a big difference. This is dangerous, first of all. Okay, and also this, I don't know. This is emergency use only, but that's what the junk drawer is for, and I've used it. Luckily, my kitchen is adjacent to my garage, where I just recently broke down a lot of boxes, and you know how when you're doing that, there's tape, and you try to. There's so many different approaches to the box thing, right? I mean, you're either going to start from one end of the tape. It gets just wrapped around. I'm just going to peel it off, or you try and tear it. Maybe it'll tear, but others don't. No, I need scissors, or I need this. This, perfect, 99 cents. Relegated to the junk drawer, though. The JD. It's in the JD. All right, so in Marina Del Rey, we used to have a lot of tea lights, a lot, and all over the place. So I bought like, I think 300 lighters. It was cheap. Not all of them work, to be fair, but it's a lot of lighters. So we can put them in every room, right? Well, these things are following me around. Obviously, I'm here in Vegas. They're all over the place, but aren't they pretty? By the way, I learned something dangerous. I had one in my car. That, first of all, Vegas heat. That's not a good idea. But I realized that if you keep one in your car, in this kind of heat, it just evaporates. Like, I just found it was totally empty. That's a little science fact. Anyway, lighters. I'm sure you have one in your junk drawer. Here's something that's in my junk drawer that may not be in yours. That's right. A clown nose, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have one, maybe you should think about getting one. I keep forgetting. All right, now this looks feminine, but it's actually... Wait a minute. Okay. This is technology that I don't even know exists anymore. This particular thing is actually an eye lifter. It's got some sort of lotion. I don't know how I ended up with it. This was a mistake. This moved with me by accident. So it's in my junk drawer because I found it in the bag. Who knows? I might need to lift my eyes later. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't know. So now I've got two different kinds of adhesive and some mystery substance on my eyes. Anyway, you probably don't have one of these. But do you have copies of your car insurance printed out on a piece of paper? I think you probably do, but let's check that expiration date. Yep, it's done, baby. That's why it's in the junk drawer. Now, a course of freaking course. Folks, this is straight up. Do these work? one side maybe, right? Or the microphone doesn't work, or it has a crappy microphone. I'll keep these because the headphones work, but the microphone doesn't work. Or they could be perfectly good. Maybe we found these in the aforementioned Apple packaging. Oh, I didn't finish that story at all. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, so again, what I was going to say was, so I got the Apple Pencil in the other junk drawer, and in the packaging, and I threw it away. Which I've thrown away others, but that's very liberating. Throwing away Apple packaging says, you're not going to get me. You're not going to little by little take up, however many 12 cubic feet of my life, because I can't throw away your gorgeous packaging, which you spent way too much money on. Put it in a padded envelope with a set of instructions and charge us $300 less. Thanks. I can hear the audience clapping, except that they're not. See, you, whatever, you're a good audience. You show up every week. So I've got all these rubber bands. So this, I don't need to go into the rubber band thing again. Shapes and sizes I'll never use that are completely impractical. And of course, here's the other thing about the rubber band bag. After a few years, you know what happens, right? You pull them, and then you get that little crusty, like they're the different color, and then later they just fall apart, and and you still wait like a month before you freaking throw the bag away. There might be one good one in there. Now these, you probably don't have. Now this looks like an ordinary headset, but it's not. Now this could be working, could be not, but these are actually binaural microphones that you wear in your ears so that you can record 3D sound. That's another whole topic. I'm not going to get into that. A pair of scissors. Thank God. And these are kitchen scissors. They're not supposed to be in a junk drawer. They're supposed to be in a thing, right? It says right on here. Well, it just says farberware. That could mean, it's kitchen, right? But I clearly have used this for wire, paper, and food. It's got some food on it, which means it wasn't cleaned. That's why it's a junk drawer, see? Who has that? Vasiliki says it's quite a junk drawer, but I think this is pretty common, right? A box of push pins. Classic. A stamp, a business stamp for checks. It's Boundless Living. Look, here, get the account number. Just kidding. You probably could. I don't know. Anyway, this is Follow Me Around, and let me tell you something. I've had this I incorporated in 2002. I've had this since then. It's still, boom, boom, I don't have to put it in anything. The ink's in here. It still freaking works after all of this time. Colored pens, right? Now, and of course, half empty, right? I've probably got a mug sitting somewhere with a couple of these sitting in it. Or they're in here. Who knows? The whole pen thing. So, of course, along with that, we're going to have a Sharpie. Again, 50-50 chance this thing has ink in it. It does, ladies and gentlemen. I am good. So I've only been, this junk drawer is only a year and a half old. So, it's not like yours, probably, where you probably got 2-3 Sharpies. Here's your Sharpie configuration. You got 2 black ones. One is the fine tip. It doesn't work. One is the regular one, right? And then you got a blue one or some off color, right? But it's the big one, like for highlighting, or I don't know what you were thinking that day. You probably bought it by mistake, but it's in there. And if you lick it, you might get some color out of it. Now, look, the colors may vary in your situation, but you get the idea. How are we doing on time? 20 minutes to get through all of this. A receipt for a tailor shop. Now, it can be whatever, receipts. Receipts in a drawer. This should not be in a junk drawer, right? Now, here's why you put a receipt in a junk drawer. You put it in there because you think you might need it in the next few days or so. Well, I just picked this up. I'm going to put this right here because if I don't like it, it's just right here in the JD, right? But then, 8 years later, now again, I've only been here a year and a half, and I opened up something. I'm not kidding. There's a story to this, but I opened up a box of something and it had a receipt in it, and it was from 1993. All right, Walmart receipt. See? What is it? What did I buy this day? Skim milk. That sounds about right. Toothpaste. A power bank. That's right. OS is, deodorant. Pardon me. And then something called PNSH class for $3.47. Luckily, I got the highlighter line of approval after the close inspection of all the items as I go out and hand the guy the thing. He goes like this. That is top security. You should work for the TSA. All right, another checkbook from an address that is, it is more recent. I thought these were the really old ones. So anyway, they're checks for an address that aren't good anymore, right? That's perfect junk drawer stuff. Here's another receipt for the Black Bear Diner. Total $36.09. I picked up the other person. My Smith Rewards card. Oh, you can't see it because it's green. Okay. Gotta love this. Wood glue. It could be any glue. Wood. Plastic. Super glue. I know it's in here. Right? Right here. If you don't, and it also has a green lid, also invisible. So it's like, this is magically, okay, whatever. Glue. Adhesive of some kind. Tape. Okay. Here's the thing. Now, normally, every freaking junk drawer has Scotch tape, right? Again, various degrees of, is it empty? Does it have where you pull it off and cardboard? Crap! You know what I'm saying? I should have gotten more. You can never have too much Scotch tape. P.S. You can. Go to my mom's house. But I don't have Scotch tape in mine. I have electrical tape, which, again, could be in your junk drawer, too. Do you know why I bought mine? I'll bet you $1,000. It's for a different reason than you bought yours. You might have bought yours to wrap around wires and things like that, electrical tape. I bought mine because I had this idea that I was going to create in this very room, on my wall, a sort of a wall mural of a musical staff, and I was going to use this electrical. You get the idea. We're going to move on because now this. Wow, I can't believe this is in here. Thank God it's not green. Let's check in with your comments for a second. We'll take a little break. You can get up, stretch. Yeah, junk drawer. Wait a minute, what about you guys? You haven't said anything. Nobody. Yeah, who is Philip anyway? How does he get his name on the screwdriver? Is he really seriously the one who thought of it? If we did another one. This way. Come on, Philip! Stop drinking. It's 10:30 in the morning. I'm just saying, more torque? Think about it. But anyway, do I still have the bank account? Good question. I think so. What were we talking about? This. Does anyone know what this is? If you do, God bless you, man. Or woman. This is a nose flute. A nose flute, Bob? Yes, it is. Now, I've shared this on the show before, and there's a technique, and I may not get it right. But basically, it works like this. You put it up under your nose like that. Yeah, I'm not going to get it. That is as close as you're going to get to a nose whistle concert because I'm already lightheaded. So we're going to take a minute for all my chakras to realign. Ding! Good. I get a crackly ding sound when my chakras are aligned. Where's my tape lint roller? I don't have one in my junk drawer. Wait a minute. Do you know what? Now, first of all, I want to show you. This is the clown nose I showed you before. I just found another clown nose. So not only do I have one clown nose in my junk drawer, well, I also have another one in my junk drawer. I don't like clowns, you see. That's the irony. All right, car keys. Self-explanatory. Way too big of a jar for the amount of ibuprofen that are in here. Seriously. That's it. That's how much in this entire Sorry, it's falling on the floor. It's theater. Yeah, this is crazy. If I need to have them, Ziploc bags. That's why we have the snack size Ziploc bags. But would you be the type of person who, if you didn't have the snack size or even the quart size, but you did have the gallon size, but you had this, would you use one of your gallon size Ziploc bags to store 12 ibuprofen? I'll change it out when I go to the grocery store. I'll buy this. You never will. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I just lost control over my show in terms of changing anything. So this happened last time. It's okay. At least you're going to see me, but I can't show your comments. So we're just going to pretend like that. You can read your comments. You're at the things. Whether you're at YouTube, whether you're at Facebook, look at them now. Cherish them, because I'm not sharing them with you anymore. And I'm going to have to figure out more lighters. If you don't have some version of this, or several, like I'm sure I do, guys, Carmex, lip stuff. Fill in your favorite balm. If you don't, you're going to wish you did on those days. You know what I'm saying? When you need chapstick. Junk drawer. I got to have it. Where is it? Oh, I took it to the park. I didn't put it back in the junk drawer. So you have, hopefully, that, but also a backup. Burt's Bees. I'm not even getting paid for this, but I would gladly take a lifetime supply of either one of these. But now they're like, well, dude, we're kind of in competition. And to that I say, can't we just design our lives from the creative plane and not the competitive one? This whole idea that there's not enough and that you have to take from others to be able to... No. We live in an infinite universe. It's pure creativity. It's creating all the time, ever expanding. So get over yourself. All right, now what else we got here? We've got this. This is a digital recorder. 13 minutes, maybe. That I have learned, much to my dismay, after years of loyal service, just freaking doesn't work anymore. Now, why is it in the drawer? Because I am in the denial stage. Now, I'll bet you've got one or two things in your junk drawer, in the JD, that are there because you're in denial. I just found something in my junk drawer that I do not want to show you because of what I just said. Here's something. This is now we talk about making the world a happier place. That's what this show's all about. So hopefully you're a little bit happier now because you're watching this show. This is a milk frother that I use to create cappuccinos and cappuccinos. That's it. That's the only thing I use it for. I'm sure it'll do other things, but it's for frothing things, and it does a fantastic job. Now, I used to buy a bunch of these. I've had several different brands. In fact, I used so many that I knew that they lasted a few months, and then the motor would run out, and then I'd have to buy another one. So I started buying multiple of them. But then when I moved to Vegas, I said, let's try a different brand completely. This brand, $10. I bought two. I've had it for over a year. I've had them for over a year, and I haven't even opened this second box, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible construction. And it does a fine, fine job. So I've got an extra one of these in my JD. I don't know why that sounds particularly funny to me that time. All right. Oh, look. Another Burt's Bees. Don't believe me? Check it out. See, you think I'm lying. Now, this could be trick photography, but it would be extremely elaborate for me to do this just to fool you into thinking that I actually have two when I only have one. Oh, I can't do applause because I broke my keyboard. See, forget it. All right, look, I've got more rubber bands for you. So just relax. Now, and of course, with the thumbtacks we shared before, of course there's strays. This is just getting crazy. Of course there's strays because you opened the box one time, you reached in, a few spilled out. I'll get to it later. So then you reach in, and now it's like you don't... Oh, it's a crapshoot. Which would take you 30 seconds to fix. You go through your junk drawer, you take out the tags, you put them back in the box, you close the box. But you, quote unquote, don't have time for that nonsense. So you spend the next 7 years tentatively reaching into the junk drawer because you know your brain and in the back of your mind, you're going, there's thumbtacks in there. I don't know when I'm going to get bitten by my drawer. And you can solve it, but you don't. What is it with you? Now look, here, right here, is one of the aforementioned previously purchased cream foamer erasers. I can't remember the brand name because it is scratched off, but this was my second favorite one. It lasted a little bit longer than the name brand one, which, by the way, I started with a name brand, which I cannot remember. $20, and then 15, and then now 10, and the $10 one is the one that has been loyal and never failed in over a year. I can't do applause. I shouldn't pace like that, building up to an effect that I cannot deliver on. It wouldn't be Bob Doyle's JD if there weren't a couple of lifesavers in there, right? Butter or rum, baby. Now, you gotta see, for me, some of the most utilitarian stuff in my junk drawer is lifesavers and gum. Like, they're up in the front. Well, the lifesavers, admittedly, every time you open the drawer, there's a little bit of physics that push them back to the back, right? But then that's like Easter or some other thing where you find stuff surprisingly. Like you're saying, all right, I'm finally going to take care of those tacks. And you take the drawer out and it's like, free food. All right. Made myself giggle. More rubber bands. Now, this is classic. Instructions for something you don't know what. All right. Oh, business card. Oh, we'll share more on that later. Now you're going to get people freeze framing. A light bulb. Now, first of all, there are people freaking out right now because I should not be holding. Look, Bob, your hand is even shaking. Put that thing down. It's toxic as AF. And I really was shaking involuntarily there. So I guess there's something to that. Maybe I should put that away somewhere else. Anyway, look, more life. Oh wait, maybe they're the same ones. I think I put them right back in the drawer. And of course, it wouldn't be a lifesaver drawer if it weren't for a Winto Green lifesaver, which of course is broken. But it doesn't change the taste. I don't know how they do that. The people at Lifesaver, freaking geniuses, and they're happy to help. Look, another thumbtack. It's stray. What I should have done, of course, is, and I still could, by the way, but this is junk drawer mentality. I have two options here. I can take 4.5 split seconds to get in here and get this, which I'm doing. Oh, I feel like a grown-up. Open this and have it here so that when I find the thumbtack, look, check this one out. What is happening? All right, well, I can't show you what happened, but it was stuck in the lid, and it was, trust me. Anyway, the point is, I dropped another one, and I'm still telling myself I'll get it later. No, I'm determined. I'm going to do this right. So this is one of the options I had. The other one was just to throw it in there and say I'll take care of it later. Now, see, basically what I'm doing is I'm creating another junk drawer. It's just, and it looks like it's way more cumbersome. A junk basket. All right, look, we got 7 more minutes. I think we can do this. Junk drawer, Bob Doyle Show watch. Look, same logo and everything, except the face is different. That's when I was still using that open mouth face, which I still can't explain to this day why I thought that was a good idea. And $1. Right? Of course, there is only one. Normally, of course, the junk drawer would be filled with change, like so much that it'd be rattling around like there's a big pile of it. And you know how when you try and take change out of a drawer, and it's like you can't just grab it, and so you're picking up you know what I'm saying? Bob, I so know what you're saying. I can't relate or do laughter. I can't touch this thing because it doesn't work. All right, here's another one. I'm going to just get all that I can. Loose throat lozenges from God knows what year in your case. Now, for me, again, I'm lucky. I know that these are probably still good. But you're going to find some, and you're going to find them in varying degrees of like stickiness, like when you go to open them and it's just like you have to peel if you just throw them away, guys. It's a lost cause. It'll cost you $1. Go get new throat lozenges. Well, I'll just keep 1 or 2 in there for emergencies. Emergencies, like you really foresee the time when your cough is going to be so bad that you're going to need to have that because it's better than nothing. And to you, I say, do you have a bad cough right now? No. Then go to the freaking store. Business cards from various people, right? I'll get to that. Or the classic. I don't, because I'm not a big business card collector. But a lot of you will have business cards wrapped in one of these rubber bands. Or two. And you'll pick up and you'll start to look through and the rubber band will snap. That's how old that stack of cards is. You're not going to scan them. You're not going to call them. You're not going to put them on an email list. Get rid of them. They're a fire hazard. Here's a little card about the bee. Take it anywhere. It's the scooter. It's the new scooter. It's the scooter of the future today. And you're going to find little things like this. Little disclaimers for products that you opened up by the junk drawer, and for some reason you go, I'll keep that instruction manual for this thing that I bought 20 of in the past, and I have no need for instruction. See, just like I said, we're cleaning glass with another one of these. Now this clearly for glass. Am I losing you? Oh, I can't look at your comments. I have to look. The B. Terry knows the B. Loretta's saying, right, Tracy. So Tracy said something. Tracy said, bah, ha, 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 yes, the purse, everything but the kitchen sink. We've got a lot of conversation going. I just can't prove it. You're going to have to trust me. Can we just trust me? We're trying to create a relationship here. All right, let's see what we got. How many times have you seen this? The packaging with the cardboard torn off. This works with batteries, little light bulbs, right? And we got just the one because you only needed one that day, but you got two. But I'll keep the other one. Where? In the JD. Now, you'll forget about this completely, and the next time you'll need a light bulb, you will go and you will buy, this time you'll buy a 6-pack because you'll go, you know what, I'll get a bunch of them so I won't need to do this next time. Then you'll come home, you'll take it out, you'll say, I'll just keep these in the junk drawer, you'll open it up, you'll see this and go, oh, I already had one. And then 6 months later, you'll forget. Now you'll go to the store, you'll buy, and you go, it seems like I bought these. And then you'll come home, you'll have bought 2 this time because you only needed 1. Now you'll have 8. So you'll think, I'm going to go buy one of those chandeliers because I got all these light bulbs. I'm going to change the lighting and lushify this place a little bit. See? It's all divine, is what I'm saying. All right, so glad to know I'm not the only one with these things in my junk drawer. Now Terry's having fun with me. Now, here's a couple more lighters. Now you're just going to have to trust me that there's a lighter in my hand because it's in, when I watch. See, you can tell as I go past my face, you can see it's so there. It's the floating, hold on. Oh, how can I do this? There. Now it looks like there's just this thing floating. How can I hold this to do a magic trick? Oh, oh, forget it. Now, long-time viewers of the Bob Doyle Show will know what this is. Did you see it already? Probably. Yes. Remember, it was the first sponsor we were ever trying to get by begging on a show with 15 viewers. Screamin' Sicilian Pizza. Now, admittedly, back in the day, back when I was doing this, I liked it a little bit more. Now, I've got to say that the Uno Chicago deep dish pizza is my pizza of choice. I'm sorry, you got edged out, and you didn't jump on the opportunity to get this kind of level of sponsorship where I'm wearing, because see, on the Screamin' Sicilia pizzas, which are good, on the back of every box, there's a mustache that you can, it's perforated, cut it out and wear it. And of course, I have this. If I had known I was going to do this, I got a whole video where it's trust me, I was working on this. Ow! I'll have to add a ripping sound. Now see, here you go. 3 batteries, no clue what their status is. Did I take them out because I was testing something and I just dropped them in the drawer, thinking, well, I'll remember. You'll never remember. Have you ever remembered? No. How many good batteries have you thrown away? Because A, you don't have a battery tester. Did you write it on your list? If you'll just put it on your shopping list, get a freaking cheap battery tester, put it in your junk drawer, and then you won't be throwing away bad batteries. It's a happiness hack. That's what the show is all about. Dog poop bags. JD, baby, right? If you have a dog or if you got a dog in your life, You're going to want to have these bags because people do not take kindly to having your dog deposit their leavings anywhere. It doesn't even matter where. It could be their yard, it could be their neighbor's yard, it could be the curb, it could be a peanut butter jar. It doesn't matter. Although if you had a lid, it'd probably be okay. So I keep these. They're really cheap, guys. Come on, go buy dog poop bags. You just never know. Put them in your junk drawer. Now, this is classic junk drawer because look, first of all, it's green, so I apologize. But this is truly just trash. It's just truly like it's from gum. You can see where it says Trident in the clearly green packaging. So that means this is obviously you can play it out in your mind. I had the whole pack. It was in the junk drawer because I buy them from the grocery store and I get 3 packs of all this gum and I throw them in the junk drawer. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We're running late. This is bonus because I'm not stopping. But I'll try to speed it up. So I tore it open, pulled out the box, and just dropped it in the drawer. Just dropped it in the drawer. And I see it every time I open it. How long would it take? You know what? My garbage can is literally right next to my junk drawer. You can't see the junk drawer and not see the garbage can at the same time. So this is what I'm avoiding. Because who has that kind of time? All right, here we got more rubber bands. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. That is actually not as old as you'd think. I used that to make ice cream recently. Sure, at least one. Some people might even save them for some weird reason. Like I can see the mentality. I can see that there would be a mentality. We'll save them because I get plastic bags all the time, and then I could just use these to keep them closed. Let's get like 350 of these things, and we'll put them in a Ziploc bag, and they'll follow us around, move to move. Is this me slowing down? I don't think so. Mr. Rogers postage stamps. Unopened, of course, because one day these will be worth money. See, it all comes full circle. I should have ended with that. That would have been the close. I would have said, thank you very much. I'm out of here. Have a good time. And then I can't stop the show properly. So, in fact, I really need to be thinking about that because I should have stopped the show a few minutes ago, and I'm not at all prepared to do it. I can't even reach the mouse, which is what I'm going to need in order to stop this thing. I'm going to get it all ready. All right, here we go. We're almost done. We're getting there. Thermometer. Does it work? Low battery. No, it seems to be working. But always nice to have. This is like chapstick, right? Where's the thermometer? There's always one in the trunk. This is another happiness hack. Get like 4 of these. They're not that expensive. Just put them around the house so you don't have to, So then when you ask the kid, where's the thermometer? I don't know. I gave it to you. Oh, you did not give it to me. And I can't prove it because that's how life works. Ugh. Now, this right here. This used to be a major problem. Major problem. It's still... This is a freaking miracle. I shared this the other day. This is gum wrappers. So I would have the gum in the junk drawer, I would open it up, I would take the wrapper off, and I'd just drop the wrapper right back in the junk drawer. Again, couldn't go like this. Because I'm tired. It's been a long day. I can't, right? So you understand, it accumulates. Laffy Taffy, in green packaging. So I don't know why I have this, and if I actually tried to eat this, all of my teeth would fall out. But I have kept it willingly in my junk drawer, but I think this will get thrown away today. Notice I haven't said anything about anything else being thrown away. Like all this stuff's going right back in. All right, another receipt. Package includes 1-piece power bank, 1-piece micro USB charging cable. This device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rule. Thank God I've got this. What if I was taken to court? My Georgia driver's license. That was 2 states ago. California driver's license, 1 state ago. Can I use these for anything? Can I get into a bar? Can I purchase real estate? Odd reference, but still, no. There's no reason. But I will. Let me show you this. This is my picture from Georgia. Now that's your typical driver's license, stoic sort of whatever, right? Then I moved to California. Now hold on. Let's check the contrast. Hair slicked back, right? Clean shaven, stoic, whatever. You see, you got eyes. Moved to California. Hey man, look, check out I got a little bit more hair. I got this little, is that facial hair? And he is as happy as he can be. Yeah, dude, I'm totally in California. I can't remember what my Nevada one looks like. Oh, a dental plan card, never used. And, this. Now this I am saving. Okay. This is an actual package. Boy, we're going long. We don't have an appointment or anything, do we? I'm consulting with my agent who isn't looking at me right now. Oh, because she's got on headphones, can't hear me. So now she'll catch up. Now it's too late. Right now she's hearing. All right, but look, this is an actual package of a wintergreen lifesaver. It has a whole one and a quarter of one broken one in the same unopened package. This, for all of you close-up magicians out here, this is a utility waiting to happen. Can you imagine what you can do? Think about structure the routine. You end with this. I'm hanging on to that. That's not going anywhere. Here, can you even see? Do you know what this is? It's the bottom of a tea candle, of a tea light candle. It's the bottom of one. You know, like when it melts away and there's nothing left and you can't use it for anything. There's still wax on it to prove my point. Point is, it's in my junk drawer because there's wax. There's wax on and wax off. Anyway, why do I have this? This gets thrown away. Because when am I going to go? I'm stuck in the middle of the desert. My car's broken down, right? I've got the hood up and I'm looking. What do I? God, if I only had if I just had that little piece of the bottom of a tea. But I threw it away like a fool. How much harder? It wasn't taking up much space. Why? Think things through. But see, now I've got a chance. This is like, so I'd be there in the desert and go, if only I could relive that moment. If I just had one more chance, I'd be, and I've been given that chance right now. I've just been placed back into my body. I've got the opportunity to take that thing out of the garbage and put it right back in this junk drawer. I should put it in my car, obviously, for the scenario. Maybe I should just keep it in my wallet. That's what I'm going to do. See? Remember how I said it's all divine and you giggled to yourself thinking, whatever. Well, I think I just proved my point. Now here's one of the markers that fell out of the magic marker pen. Do I still have viewers? Terry says, you don't get a bonus lifesaver like that every day. I hang on to it too. The thermometer was beeping. That's what was beeping. That's funny because I did not know. Thank you. My junk drawer isn't nearly as fun and adventurous as you. By the way, no one has shared at all what's in their junk drawer. Like I gave specific instructions 2 days ago. You've had so much time. I reiterated them at the beginning of the show, and not one person has shared. That's okay. Another business card. AAA card that is actually active. Now that is a freaking miracle. We got more cough drops, more lozenges, yes. An oversized thumbtack when those other ones just aren't right. You know, it's like, I need color and it needs to be a little bit bigger. But there's no place to logically store these in your house. Like most houses are not built with a thumbtack section. So junk drawer is where they're usually relegated to. Or maybe like a closet where you keep other little knick-knacky things. But, you know, thumbtacks in here. Now I could, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this in here with the other ones. Now all my thumbtacks are together. Except for this one, and this one, which is now going in. All right, got another rubber band. We have spare set of keys. Now, most junk drawers will have keys that do not fit anything anymore. But you keep them because you're psycho. Just like everybody else. You're not, the locks that you have now are never going to suddenly start working with the keys that you're keeping in your junk drawer. Never. You sold that car 11 years ago. You don't have that storage unit anymore. You finally cleared it out. Remember? Right? Your grandmother's shed, that thing rusted away, I don't even know what year. Good thing you got it, right? This battery is also questionable. More super glue, with a green cap, clearly. Here's a good one. Right? You know what these are? Camera lenses for your phone. A phone model that I haven't had in a lot of years. This will not fit on my phone. It will not fit on any phone I'm likely to get in the foreseeable future. This has got to be 3 years old. In fact, the clear plastic has already turned sort of yellow for some strange reason. That's how old this is. It's in my junk drawer. I'm never going to use it. Do you have one of these or similar gadgetry? Sure you do. All right, we're getting down to it. Seriously, we've just got a couple of other things. This, I don't know. Okay, so this is classic. This is classic. So we've got this little cardboard sleeve. It says, hand wash only, dry immediately. And when you spill out the contents of this sleeve, you have this little piece of plastic that kind of looks like a Nike thing or whatever. Just do it. That has like a slit in it. See, I don't know if you can see, but it's like, what? Better keep that. Better keep that. When am I ever going to be oh, where's that thing in the cardboard sleeve that looks like the Nike swoosh or swish? I think there's a word you're supposed to use. All right, we've got another throat lozenge. Of course, you're on your way out of the restaurant. They got the big bowl of these. Maybe you grab one. Maybe you grab a handful. When I was a teenager, I went to Pizza Hut, and they had these every time. Just a freaking handful of these things. Put them in my car or whatever I had to put them into. And just in case that one extra blue one wasn't enough, we have a backup. Another charger cord. Oh, this is look, you guys, look at this plug. What decade is this? Right. Now, there's no excuse. I've only lived here a year and a half. This should not be in my junk drawer. You Android people may not understand, but oh, look. Okay, so there is change in the drawer. And I'm having to do the whole to pick it up. But I can't show you because it's. But look. Changer, huh? So it is typical. We've only got a couple more things. I don't know what the Nike thing is for, right? And that's the whole point. Now again, I've just got little trashy things like this, right? This closes like a plastic bag of something. I better keep it because. All right, here we go. A rubber ear, a rubber human ear. These pretty much come with houses now. In the drawer that is the junk drawer. And by the way, we didn't really talk about it, but the junk drawer is usually in the kitchen, right? I mean, I did hear from a few people saying they had several junk drawers. And here's how we're going to close this out, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to put my hand on the trigger. So first of all, just let me thank you. Thank you one and all for actually hanging out and tolerating this ridiculous way to spend an hour and 14 minutes together. I haven't done a show this long in years, and we learned very little together, you and I. We got those people out there who have now analyzed my whole life. And I may have people knocking on my door any minute now. So I need to wrap this up so that I'm there because I wouldn't want them to wait. It's really hot outside. You know, It's the summer. It's the desert. It's just not. I don't care if you're here to take me away. This is just common decency. I'll open the door. I'll offer you water. You'll explain that, that somebody processed all this stuff, and for my own safety, I need to be, talked to or whatever. So we're wrapping this up with the last thing that is, well, that's not really the last thing. I do feel like I need to show you this. This is a part of a grapes. You know what grapes are, right? But it's just part of one. So I was eating grapes, and the stem was there in junk drawer. Sure, because it's kind of like a little divining rod if you look at it. It's like, so what if I'm, again, in the desert? I don't know where water is, but I've got this. I've got in my wallet next to that thing that goes on the bottom of a tea light. So if my car overheats, I plug whatever the hole is with that metal thing, and then I find water to refill the radiator with this. See? So I hope that your junk drawer search was as productive as mine. The last thing I found was still a third color of furniture repair marker.